Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, wherever you are in the world or whatever time you are listening to this video. So, ladies, this video is geared to mainly my females. And this is for my females who are between 40 and I would say 55 years old. And I want you ladies to, if you don't mind sharing, put in the comment section on what were your symptoms or what were your signs when you started going through perimenopause or menopause, and if you identified those signs and knew what was happening to your body. And my reason for asking is I feel my body going through something, and I keep going to the doctor. I keep, checking the internet, which is a bad jammer. Don't ever check the internet for the symptoms and everything that's happening to you, because I tell you, if you follow the internet, you are on your last breath, because everything just points to your last breath. So, a few years ago when we were going through the unmentionable times in 2019, 2020, so I know, I think my issues started since then, I guess. My cycle, after I was, which I did opt into because, I do believe in medicine. But I found that afterwards, my cycle changed. My cycle got longer, and which was just rare for me. And then after that, I noticed that I started, like spotting at least a week before my cycle started. And I figured, because there were complaints around, like some women were saying that ever since, their cycles got changed. So I put myself in that category. But then I, kept hoping that it would regulate itself. But no. So I just, continued. Until the other day, I went to my doctor. Because my cycle ended up being like 6 weeks. It was like 6 weeks. And I said to her, something is wrong. I mean, okay, I get it that, okay, if it's, 2 weeks before and then, a few days. But I'm like, no, 6 weeks. This isn't normal. And she was telling me that, based on my age, I'm not yet 50, but close, another couple of years. And she was saying, okay, well, maybe it's, it's perimenopause. But then I'm saying, no, there's just something different with it. And I say, no, I'm not gonna sit and take that assumption. So I told her, no, I need to see a gynecologist. So I was referred to a gynecologist, and did all my tests, and I ended up doing a biopsy, because he was saying his assumption as well was that it was early menopause. But again, I am for medicine, so I'm not gonna go to a doctor for them to give me an assumption. I want you to do something about it. So we end up I ended up doing a biopsy. So, and then I also, because I'm still having my cycle, so they referred me to have, various options to assist with the long cycle. So I opted, for an IUD. And I have friends who had the IUD, and I got feedback and stuff. So I got the IUD, but now still 2 weeks. So, well, I called back the gynecologist to see if they have received, because it has been, 8 weeks, because, 6 to 8 weeks for the result. So I called the office today. They did receive the results of the biopsy, but the doctor wasn't available to speak to me because the front office, they don't give you results. So now the question is, well, I am nervous. So nervous on one hand, is it menopause? On the other hand, the biopsy, because of course the biopsy could tell if there are any abnormalities. So, is it menopause? Or is it abnormalities with that big C word? I think the C word I'm more scared of. Menopause. Okay. Just means I'm getting older. So now, it's just running around in my head to see, what could it be? What could it be until I get my biopsy? I will do another video when the doctor calls me to let me know the results. But in the meantime, ladies, if you can help a sister out so that she doesn't lose her marbles, give me your symptoms of when you were going through perimenopause or menopause. I'll be watching the comments. Thank you, and help a sister out.